Alright guys, welcome back. Alright, so we're starting in BlueJ again and gonna go ahead start a new project. And today we're going to be talking about the scanner class. So I'm going to call my project scanner and we'll open up our new project here. We're going to get a new class and call it scanner test. So a quick overview, the scanner is basically in Java, it's our class that will allow us to take input from the user from the keyboard. So we want to ask the user a question and get some type of response, whether it's an integer, a string, or whatever it may be. So go ahead and go into your scanner test class, and we are going to get rid of all of this. And we have a public class and scanner test, and our curly braces there. Then we have our public static void main string arguments and our main method. And our end of class. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to create some sort of output so that when the program starts, it'll pop up the window like we're used to seeing with some sort of output for the user. So if you remember how to do that, it's system.out and then print. So I can use print or I can use print line. So if I do print line, basically what that'll do is instead of printing and staying on that line, the system will print and then move to the next line. And we're going to want to say something like, please enter a string, because we're going to be using a string in this case, and end that line. So that'll output to the user and ask them to enter a string. And so our first thing is we want to create an instance of the scanner class. So in order to use the scanner class in any Java program, we have to import. So in order to import, you just go up to the top outside of your class, above it, and you do import. And this is the java.util and scanner. All right. And then down here, we're going to say, all right, we want to create a new scanner, and we're going to call it scan. And then new scanner and system in. Alrighty, and that creates our instance of our scan class, our scan object that we can now use in our program. So in order to hold the string, I'm going to have to create some string variable. So you do string, and then you call it whatever you want. So we'll call it statement. And it's going to be equal to, and we want it to say scan, because that was the name of our scanner, dot next line, since we're taking in a string here. Basically what that'll do is it's going to tell the system, alright, so I have this string, it's called statement, and I want you to set that equal to, and it's going to scan and wait for the user to type something in on the next line. And then we want to print this out for the user. So we're going to print out statement, because that's what our string was called. We called it statement here. So we're going to call it back there. So now if we compile this, missed a semicolon, happens to the best of us. Let's try that again. There we go, no syntax errors. I close that up, right click on scanner test and run the program. It says please enter string, and I'm going to enter something absurd so you don't think it was pre-planned. The cat says woof. And it's going to repeat the cat says woof because that's what we told it to do. And if we Run it again, we can, and we could say dog says meow, and it'll repeat it again. Alrighty, and that's all there is to it for taking input from the user. Alrighty guys.